Alright, so when trying to trace down a short in the system that's running your battery dead, the easiest way to do it is to get yourself one of these little test lights. You want to hook it to the battery itself and then basically connect the alligator clip to the actual terminal. You can just set it over here or whatever. You'll have to find a way to get this to stay connected to the battery terminal. Luckily I have a disconnect here, so it makes it easier. As you see, the light is illuminated here. See here, there you go, you can see it. And that means that we have a short somewhere. Well, I end up kind of goofing around and figured out that the radio is jacked up. So now, normally how you would trace this is you would hook up that light and basically pull these out one at a time to see which circuit it's on, to see where the short is, and then you'll trace it from there. Which one of these goes to is where your short's going to be. Now that can be a pain in the butt if it's in certain places, like in the steering rack or something like that, but usually it's because the wire has rubbed to where it's grounding out. Luckily in this case it's the radio. So you make sure everything is off, close that and shut the door. Light should go out. And we're not illuminated anymore. So definitely that was our problem. Radio is miswired, which is fine because I needed to rewire the radio anyway and replace the dash bezel and all that stuff. So we're going to do that. I tore everything apart to test this, and that's pretty much it. If you have a short in your car somewhere, this will work, and you can get one of those DC disconnects to kind of get you by if you want to drive the car, and you can just pop the hood every time, which is a pain in the butt. Spin that off and then you're good to go. And there's other things you can do if you don't want to fix the short, but yeah, I would recommend fixing the short. So that's that. The radio, this bezel like is coming apart since I started to pull it out. Luckily we got a brand new one there. I just pulled all the stuff out because I got a new gear shifter, and then we got to look at the linkage connector and see how that is. This wire over here was for an old stereo. I'm gonna probably leave the RCA's in there and cut everything else out. But yeah, so we're gonna rewire this radio, which is a little crappy one I had that will work because it has the SD card player, which is all I need. Got some new door speakers, and we're gonna get rid of this one because this radio is kind of jacked up. Alright, well, that's it. Hopefully that will help somebody, and I'm going to get started redoing this. Alright, so now that we've taken the bezel all the way out, we got the new ones just set in place. Just double checking because I pulled all the panels out here to make sure that there was nothing weird. Found this, don't know where that goes. This could pose a problem. So grounding out against that, not a good idea. This wire was crimped too, and I pulled one of these off of it, so I've got to tape that back down. Just double check all the wiring, make sure that it's not all jacked up. I got to trace this and pull it out, and then I found these, which I have no freaking clue where they go. But yeah, I have to trace those down. See, that might be something to do with the old alarm system that was in here, who knows. But we'll figure that out, get that stuff done, pulled out, gone, and then we'll work on putting everything back together, and we should be in business. And we'll be able to drive her. Alright, so it took a little bit to get the radio frickin' in. So we'll be just using the SD card from music. Got all the speakers working. That one works now. That one works. I had to dig the wires out of the door for that one. That one's still kind of jacked up. The polarity on the radio is jacked up. The back speakers work. So now I just got to start putting the stuff back together, and then after I get all the panels put back together, I got to work on the polarity of the speakers to make it sound good. It's like all mids, no bass because the polarity is screwed up. Alright, so the dash is back in. Basically fixed the power wire too, so it's not like split all up. Bezel is in, looks good. Alright, so we got the Honda looking pretty good today. Kind of ran out of daylight, so done with that. I moved all the cars around though. I didn't show that because I'm going to start working on that gear shift and the linkage tomorrow. If I have time, we'll see what happens. Alrighty, well, you guys take it easy. Peace out.